Hi, I'm Joanne Linden. About 15 years ago, I came to a crossroads in my career. I'd been an admin for about 20 years at that point. I was at the top of my profession. I was the assistant to the CEO of a very successful company. I felt like I was really good at what I was doing, but I felt like there was still something missing, like I could be better, but I didn't know how to get there. I had gone to all the conferences, all the workshops, all the trainings that I could find. And I would go to these hotels where I was one of about 200 admins sitting in rows in these big hotel ballrooms. And there at the front of the room was somebody trying to train me on how to be an assistant who'd never been an assistant before. I felt like I had wasted my time and the company's money. So I went to my CEO and I asked him if it would be okay if I brought in administrative training specific to admins. And him being an advocate for professional development encouraged me to go ahead and do that. So I went online as anybody would and I did my research and I came across Office Dynamics. I'd never heard of them before, so I did a little research and I saw a testimonial on there. And it was somebody I knew, so I thought, well, I'll follow up with this person. I'll do my due diligence. And I called this person. I said, have you been to this program? And are these your words, or were they words that they decided to put in your mouth? She said, absolutely not. I went to the program. It was the best thing I've ever done. Highly recommend it. So I registered and went to Joan Burge's World Class Assistant Program in Las Vegas. It was a 3-day workshop. It was a totally different experience than I've ever had before. It was a small group. It was 3 full days. And I learned more in those 3 days than I had in the last 20 years of my career. So I thought, wow, this is perfect. This is exactly what I want to bring into my company. So I approached Joan and asked her, how do I get you to come to my company to train our assistants in this program? And she said, unfortunately, I only do this training in Las Vegas, and I knew I couldn't bring 60 assistants to Las Vegas for training. She said, but I do have a program called Star Achievement, and I license your company to train this in-house, and I'll teach you how to do that. Well, what the heck, I was up for the challenge, and I went through her training, and I took that back to my company. It was the best thing that I could have ever done. It was showing my assistants how to really think as a business partner rather than just as an assistant. And this was a totally new concept 15 years ago, not to mention when Joan developed the program almost 25, 30 years ago. So I thought this is what I needed. The company loved it, the admins loved it. But after 5 years, all my admins had been through the training, but I wasn't done. I wasn't ready to stop. So I said to Joan, how do I get licensed to teach this outside of my company? And it took a little while and a little time to convince her, but she finally gave me the license to teach outside of the company. And with that, I have been doing the training at my company, Admin Universe, for the past 5 years. And this is not just for people who have been admins for a couple of years or less, because of course it is for them. They'll learn how to do things that they never thought were even possible, but it's for the seasoned admins as well, like myself, that was looking for something more 20 years ago. And this was what I found really hit the mark.